The brand new Kia Tasman brings us one of the boldest entries into the pickup truck segment we've seen in years. It promises to shake up the market with unique design, modern tech, and, let's say, a fresh perspective on what a modern truck can and should be. But let's not rush with conclusions. What about the downsides? Could the Tasman turn out to be a truck that leaves new owners scratching their heads? Let's have another look and see if the new Kia Tasman is really worth it. We found 6 reasons to avoid it, so without further ado, let the countdown begin. Number 6. Exterior design. If there's a way the new Tasman stands out, that would be the styling. It's easily the most unique-looking model in the class, with so many innovative aesthetical solutions you wouldn't normally find in a truck. Just take a look at the front-end design. There's a unique grille and hood design, while headlights seem like they're coming directly from those massive wheel arches. Those oversized wheel arches can be found on the rear wheels as well, and definitely are another unique feature of this interesting pickup. Clearly, there are so many unique details on this truck. It undoubtedly looks unique, but we're still not sure if it's in a positive or a negative way. Because if you look at the reactions, this look is polarizing. Yes, there are some folks that actually like it, but we got the impression that most don't find it particularly pretty. Simply, truck drivers are a conservative bunch, and they hardly accept radical changes in the design approach. That's why all other pickups look pretty much the same, just with different faces. Kia officials argue that the design of the new Tasman takes time to grow on you. Others claim that the trucks look way better in person. We guess time will tell, because the main thing with every unique car design is that it needs to pass the test of time. In most cases, they don't, but who knows, maybe this could be one of the exceptions. Number 5. Limited off-road performance. Those who are looking for an off-road capable truck would probably choose something other than the Tasman. There are a few considerations to take in mind in this aspect, starting from the fact that even a dedicated off-road version, the X Pro, features a relatively modest 241mm of ground clearance. For comparison, the Ranger Raptor is good for 283mm of ground clearance, while the Hilux GR Sport sits 265mm off the ground. Then, there's the matter of essential off-road features. The Tasman offers no more than a limited slip rear diff. It's not a bad thing, but most rivals have true locking diffs on the rear, while the Ranger Raptor also features a front locker. The Tasman doesn't feature low-range gearing either. Then, there's the matter of approach and departure angles. Although Kia still hasn't released the actual numbers, many suspect they'll be lower compared to key rivals, as the Tasman's overhang appears to be a little bit longer compared to most competition. Finally, there's the matter of electronics. Kia's pickup relies on various traction modes, electronic differentials, and other off-road aids that are not mechanical. And since this is the very first pickup truck Kia has ever released, many express concerns about Kia's experience in this field. How are these systems going to work in practice? Will they be as good as those found in trucks from manufacturers with decades of experience in off-roading? These are some legitimate questions for sure. Number 4. Fancy interior. Most people are amazed by the way the Tasman's interior looks. It's surely something pretty refreshing in this segment, where most cabins are more functional than stylish and predominantly utilize durable, hard plastics. With the Tasman, things are a little bit different. This cabin looks way more like a modern SUV than a classic pickup truck. Just look at that massive panel that integrates 3 screens, one for the instruments, one for climate controls, and one for the infotainment. Fancy details are all around, and the dashboard looks very elegant. Furthermore, Kia wrapped this cabin with recycled fabric, synthetic leather, and other eco-friendly materials. All these things are nice, but are these things really on the priority list of a typical truck buyer? For a typical truck buyer, this indicates premature wear of materials, while all those screens and other tech features only mean that there are more things that could potentially break. Truck drivers are conservative, and they don't really care that much about style. They want a cabin that's functional and, above anything else, durable. Of course, it'll take some time before we find out the actual build quality and durability of this fancy-looking interior, but for now, it doesn't really leave the impression of something that could stand years of heavy exploitation. Number 3. Pricing. Another potential reason not to buy the Tasman could be the price. To be completely straightforward, Kia still hasn't revealed the prices for the new truck, but we presume it'll be on the cheaper side of the spectrum. It'll certainly be cheaper than the Hilux and Ranger, but most experts suggest that the pricing will be on par or just a tiny bit lower compared to trucks like the Isuzu D-Max, Mitsubishi Triton, etc. That's good, but still not enough for the new kid on the block to draw wider attention. After all, the Tasman's key rival will probably be another Korean pickup truck like the SsangYong Musso, which stands out as the most affordable model in the class, with dual-cab four-wheel drive versions being priced already at around $40,000 Australian. Can the Tasman be that affordable? We're pretty sure it can't, considering the pretty competitive features it has. So, if you hope that your next truck could be a new entry with a really attractive price tag, we'll have to disappoint you. It won't. Number 2. Stuck in the middle. The potential problem with the Tasman is that new models in the segment need something really good to stand out. It needs to outperform rivals in at least a couple of aspects. And it all indicates that won't be the case with the new Tasman. We already established that it won't be the most affordable midsize truck, but can it be a class leader in other important aspects? Can it offer a class-leading performance? While its 2.2-liter turbo diesel is undoubtedly a capable unit, it certainly isn't as good as, let's say, Toyota's 2.8-liter turbo diesel, which offers 60 Nm more than Kia's engine. Not to mention that other classmates also come with some pretty impressive powertrains, starting from the Ranger and Amarok. Or maybe we could mention that sturdy 3-liter unit from the D-Max. With a 1-ton payload and 3.5-ton towing capacity, the Tasman meets segment standards for sure. But once again, it's not a class leader, as there are models like the aforementioned D-Max that have even higher max payload capacity. Finally, let's not forget a few practical issues, starting from servicing. Toyota, for example, has over 300 dealers across Australia. Kia, on the other hand, has half as many, so that should be taken into account as well. Number 1. Established competition. The thing with Kia's new pickup is that it'll take some time before it proves its value. Until then, we can't say it's a safe pickup. Simply, it's a brand new model that comes from a company that has never made a pickup truck before, so it's no surprise that the news about Kia's pickup truck was received with skepticism on the very first day. Because why risk something new and unproven when there's a wide choice of capable and reliable options? The market is led by the Ford Ranger and Toyota Hilux, which continue to impress in various ways. More than that, people know what to expect from these, and they know very well what they're getting from each model in the class, starting from the Ranger and its attractive design, modern tech, and impressive powertrain options. The Hilux, on the other hand, remains a no-brainer with its super tough, super reliable nature. The Isuzu D-Max remains one of the most desirable workhorses, while the blend of capability and efficiency is what buyers get from Mitsubishi's midsize truck. For those looking for refinement and ride quality but don't want to sacrifice capability, the Nissan Navara remains a logical choice. Clearly, the competition in the segment is fierce, and we have no doubt that there's a very hard task in front of the Korean automaker to convince truck buyers that its model has the edge over much better-known rivals. So, what do you think of the new 2025 Kia Tasman? Will it be able to find its place under the sun? Will styling be a stepping or stumbling stone? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.